What's up, YouTube? We have a very special guest with us tonight. We have AnimeDatty. He is an awesome Twitch streamer. He does a lot of interviews with other Twitch streamers. Basically, his entire content is revolving around streaming and the things and about streaming, the ins and outs, how to stream. He's an awesome guy. You guys should definitely go check him out. Make sure to check his show out. But now we're going to talk about something else.
Mess this up for you guys. Anyway, go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
What? Mess up
Trust
something?
me, there's nothing
Nah,
you
we're
could mess
fine.
up. We purposely loosely structure it. But,
perfect.
Yeah, it's we don't like controlled anything. Anyways, so I've known you for a little while, or known of you at least. I started following you on TikTok forever ago. Jake and Kyle, I don't know that they really had much of an introduction to you until I was like, hey, you need to go check this dude out. When we came up with the idea for this, because what chat doesn't know is that you actually are the reason why this is not an audio podcast.
I'm sorry you made a terrible mistake today.
Well, see,
I'm
we
sorry
already go ahead.
I'm sorry you took this burden on instead
Well,
of doing just audio.
you know, look, no, I liked the content and I liked watching the conversations between you and the streamers, and I wanted to do something different than the run of the mill. Because I mean, let's be honest, there are like 80 people copying what you do at this point now, especially on TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok, I haven't. Are there other? Okay, can of worms. Immediately. First of all, I'm not the only schmo with a podcast. Let's put it that. I'm not
Sure.
the only schmo doing streamer podcasts. Let's put it that way. On TikTok, I'm really the only person I see pushing my clips. Like that's my content, like on
Mhm.
social media. But have you seen other people like doing one-on-ones and like that's their thing, or it's like an extra piece to their content? Because I know a lot of creators who do that, but they also do like regular gaming and stuff.
Yeah, no, and so that's what I was gonna say is you were the person who I saw who was doing it like this was your shtick.
Yeah.
Like everybody has started a podcast where they're talking about gaming and Twitch and streaming and Twitch tips, and that's why we did it this way. I don't want to talk about that. I mean, I love to talk about that stuff, and I would love to go elsewhere, but that's not what we wanted this to be about.
Yeah.
And what really inspired it, honestly, is you and John. When you guys were having your late night conversations, I stayed up way later than I should have, when I should have been going to work, listening to you guys talk. And
Same.
it was just conversations about real shit and things outside of content creation. And so, yeah, so that's where something else came up, and showed up in my mind. So having you on is an honor, and I'm really, really appreciative of it.
Just a dude, just another guy, man. But I appreciate it. I'm glad that what I've been doing is like impacting people or like affecting people in some way, even if it's in a goofy way, even if it's to get people to wear a dumb t-shirt. Like that's cool as fuck. Like that's what you want. That's what you want as a creator, as someone who makes shit. You want it to like, one person is cool, but seeing, say, like a trend of that's who you're dealing with pop off, or get other people to start podcasts. I'm all about that. I'm all about helping other people break that ice of starting to do something and get into it. It's just hard. I don't know, because I've always been hesitant to do things, and finally when I do something, like, oh my god, I'm doing this, and then to I guess inspire other people is the correct word, but I don't know. It's still a little like, I guess it's imposter syndrome, which anybody gets in creating. And I'm just like, I'm literally just talking shit on the internet. So
Right.
I'm sorry I got you into podcasting.
Oh, well, okay. So to be fair, we have actually several audio podcasts. You're just the reason this is not audio.
Hell yeah. Okay. Then I wasn't a full part of it. Hell yeah.
You weren't the reason I threw my life down the tube. You just greased it up a little bit, you know.
All about greasing
required.
it up. Extra lube required.
That's right. Oh my lord. So to get into the first question, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my notes here real quick, but I know the first one off the top of my head. I know that you don't list a lot of interests and things outside of streaming and content creation, but I know from hanging around, you have been to Japan 6 times or 7.
5 or 6. I always have to like double check. But yeah, I've been to Japan a handful of times because Weeb, if you didn't know by my name.
What? No. Look, you're in good company. We've often called Kyle the King Weeb here, so you might get challenged later on your anime knowledge.
That may be relevant to the shenanigans portion as well.
No.
Okay.
Hear me out. I need to change my name. I used to have an anime podcast, and then I got obsessed with streaming. Like anime used to be the thing. I mean, I literally have if I like. And I just got a stack of manga next to me, and this isn't even a quarter of it. Like I know it should be. First of all, it should be MangaDatty because I read more than I watch. Second of all, I just don't have the time at this point. It's like I don't know. I will try my knowledge. I know what I know, and I try and keep up with like what's going on in the anime world. But I promise I'll do my best. That's all I have to say. If it's anime related,
is that a Black Clover manga?
Yeah. These are all my one-offs. These are all for sale as well. These are going to go up on eBay soon or like a private store. But yeah, I have like all kinds of stuff, like one-offs that were from Loot Crate used to do Anime Crate. So like these don't even have barcodes or anything. They're one-offs that you can only get exclusively through them. I got Black Clover, like yeah, dude, One Punch is down here, Soul Eater, Blue Exorcist, all this stuff. So
it's like everything that's in Jump. Shonen Jump.
A lot of the stack is gonna be Jump stuff because it came from Loot Crate, and a lot of like popular stuff is shonen. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I have my gripes with shonen. There's a lot of tropes. I'm like, I get it. The story's there. But you got all this extra like bullshit and the annoying characters on it where they're just like, I'm the main character. Like, yeah, let's go.
Right.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
A disclaimer. I've got like 3 manga apps on my like phone and tablet that I go through every day during lunch, in between eating, and I'm just like reading nonstop if I'm not on TikTok.
This dude. Okay, so we do a playthrough series every Wednesday, and we turned Stardew Valley into a competition, which that's a whole nother thing.
Okay.
When this dude has nothing to do on stream, when we're supposed to be interacting and entertaining, he'll set his controller down and just start reading manga.
Like 1 second, guys. I just have to get through this chapter.
Yeah. Yep. See, exactly. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Literally, how dare? Hey, 100% do that 0% of the times. Okay.
Yeah. This guy, man. But so back to the question of, so with Japan, no, you're good, dude. Off topic is our favorite thing. Where is it that you visit the most?
Like in Japan?
Yeah.
Or every time I've gone into Tokyo because that's where you fly in. The place that I love the most that I've always tried to get to when I was there is Kamakura. It's about an hour south of Tokyo. It's where like one of the largest Buddha statues is. It's, I think, the original birthplace of the samurai. There's tons of shrines. Like that is, if I were to permanently move somewhere, like a dream location, it would be Kamakura, Japan. And then like about a half hour, like Miyazaki film train ride away is Enoshima, where one of my other favorite animes, Tsuritama, I think is how it's pronounced. Don't murder me for my pronunciation. It's not great. Enoshima is like this small island with this spire, like lookout. It's wonderful. That Enoshima and Kamakura are my 2 favorite places in Japan, hands down. Tokyo's cool, but I've been to Osaka a couple more times, and I love Osaka. Also, we're getting raided. What's up, Raiders?
Yes, we are. Good old built up, real nice. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kamakura, hands down. I absolutely love it. It's a beach town. So in the summer, you have like the classic, the shops go up and there's surfers, and it's just, there's these long stretches and there's these quiet side roads, but this long main, dude, it's just, why'd you do this to me? I'm just like, I'm there right now.
That's awesome. That's good.
But yeah, dude, I absolutely love it. I love Kamakura.
I want to go so bad. I have a good friend who I met when I was living in Missouri, of all places. And he actually moved over there because he was teaching English. And man, he would send all kinds of freaking pictures and stuff back, and I loved it, but I hated him at the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. No, I was lucky enough to go in. I think the first time I went, I was in school, maybe like ninth grade. I was young. Like I probably didn't deserve to go that young because I didn't appreciate it as much. I was a goofball. But yeah, I went then. A second time I went because the other times I went because I had friends that moved there. And then the one time I went with my current ex-girlfriend, we went on like a pre-made trip or whatever because it was cheap, some like Black Friday deal. And I was just like, we gotta go. And I went. Right. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Go. Everybody just, if you get a chance, go. That's all I have to say.
I want to so bad. So when you are over there, have you ever had a chance to witness like any of the cherry blossom festivals or anything like that?
I was there when, so yeah, I've been the 2 times I've gone, or not the 2 times. I haven't gone in the winter time. So I haven't been for like, I haven't seen snow. But I've been usually during the humid season in the summertime, like June, July, and then I went in the fall, October. So it was kind of like at the back end, the leaves weren't changing, so that sucked. But I did go a couple times in the spring. The 2 times I went two in the summer, 2 in the spring, and 1 in the fall. But in the springtime, it's nice. It's cool. It's magical as shit, like just what you would think. But I went to, my favorite festival was the Penis Festival in Kawasaki.
Yes, so I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, I went to the Penis Festival. It was really fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I forget what it was about, but it was wild. Like there was just like, I have pictures and videos and stuff, and I brought home like dick lollipops and like it was wild. It was totally wild. And it was in Kawasaki of all places, a town called Kawasaki. I was like, hey man, this is a motorcycle and a piano, or not a piano, that's Yamaha. But yeah, I was like, this is what's going on, dude. But
that's awesome. I
did get to experience that.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was going to be the next festival thing that I've asked. I've studied so much about Japan. I want to go so bad. And so I love being able to talk to guys who have actually gone and experienced it, especially as an American. It's one thing to talk to my friends who like moved over here, you know, from Japan. And to them, it's just, you know, most of the time when you talk to them, they're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But
how can you wait? They're whatever about going to Japan?
No, not going to Japan, but like they're like, yeah, whatever about anytime. Like anytime I'm like, yeah, dude, well, so what's this festival like? Like that sounds so great. And they're just like, eh.
Oh, they sound really fun for parties.
Yeah,
dude,
so
the Penis Festival, they had like this giant black dick, and it was like the main thing. And you're like, how absolutely classic comedy. And they were like screaming. There was just people like screaming. They're like, ah, in each other's faces, and like they're like dick popcorn or something. I like everything. It was like a bachelorette party. I was like, except this is an entire town. I was like, let's go. Let's eat hot dogs and corn dogs.
Right. All the wiener themed food.
Yeah. I forget what it was about, but yeah, I don't know. I'm also very, like, as you guys probably know, I'm very action oriented with my Italianness, but yeah, I can't imagine talking about Japan and just being like, yeah, it was chill. You know?
Yeah, no, me either. And that's why I always love talking to people that get as excited about stuff as I do. Did you do any of the haunted tours that they have?
No, I didn't really get into, like, I didn't go to like anything. That's not really my bag. I'm not really like the spooky guy, even though I did, which hear me out. I went to Japan on Halloween. Like I celebrated Halloween.
Oh my God.
There was nothing spooky about it. All it was drunk, wild antics. Everybody just gets drunk. Everybody wears like a Mickey Mouse mask and just is like, yo, let's get drunk at a bar. And it was weird. I went to this little dive bar where my buddy Rio or his girlfriend lived, and it was an alleyway bar. Like you could literally, you had to share a cup. It was so small. And there were these 2 New Zealand guys, and they're like, yo, do you want tickets to the world? Because I think it was soccer or some, I don't know, sports. And I got to know these New Zealand dudes, and then everybody was like trying to talk to each other, and everybody was, I was cool, but I didn't do anything spooky. The only spooky thing I've ever done was I've walked through Kamakura, because there's tons of like It's old, and me and my buddy would find like these caves with, I don't know, war stuff.
Mm.
And like shrines, and we're like, yo, that's a spooky plate, and I'd be like, nah, I'm good, son. And then usually what would happen is what you thought was spooky, it would just like open up into this beautiful shrine. You're like, there's nothing scary about this, even at night. Like, I don't know, I don't really, the occult stuff doesn't really follow me, and I don't follow it because I'm too much of a goofball.
Right.
So.
Fair enough. I never got super into it, but recently, about a year or two back, I started looking at some of the like mysticism and some of the weird like hauntings and stuff that they believe were evil spirits, and I started to find, and I started to find they're like beautiful houses, that are apparently like the scariest, most haunted shit in the world. Like there are like the ghost catcher people who do it for a living won't go in there, and that's insane to me. And so like that kind of interests me, but I'm not gonna lie, like because I've been around so much weird stuff in my past, I don't want to go in there, but I want to see it.
Okay, damn. Okay, yeah, no, I have none of that follow me. There are those, like Kamakura is one of those towns. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the whole you can buy really cheap houses in Japan because people have just left them because they're out in the middle of nowhere, and then just the upkeep is too much, so you can buy it. But there's so many stories, and there are these beautiful houses because in Japan, you know, it's just the culture to take care of what you have. And then if you can't take care of it, you leave it the best you can and then disappear. But there's tons of those, like in Kamakura, there's tons of abandoned houses that just look like, I guess they do look haunted, but like I said, I don't really get that vibe. I'm just like, oh man, it'd be cool to live there and just walk in and completely like squatter rights. It's me and just the creepy like a pale ghost girl from the garage. She's like, I'm just like, do you want some popcorn or no? I don't know.
I got a pretty good movie running. You want to, we can just go sit down and relax right now. Yeah. Good, right?
We can literally just watch The Grudge, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Look, hey, I've seen your sister. Come here.
Anyway, yeah.
You could watch Ringu with the Ring Girl.
Literally. Like if I went to Japan and I was being haunted, I'd be like, cool, dude, literally got movies about you. Let's entertain each other. I don't like scary movie. Like a couple of streamers I know watch scary YouTube videos, and a lot of them take place in like Korea or Japan, and they're usually in schools and they're creepy and stuff. And I'd like I said, I'm too much of a goofball. My thing whenever we are watching something scary, we always say hello, because if you watch like a scary movie, someone's always just like, hello.
Yeah.
And then we always say, I don't know, every time I like something scary is about to happen, I'm just like, hello, because they have to respond. They have to either like do something creepy or like say hello back. I don't know, it's an inside joke. Moving on.
It makes perfect sense to me. Way too much sense, actually.
So if you randomly hear me say hello, it's a joke.
Gotcha.
Don't respond with hello.
Fair. Respond by throwing things at you is what I'm hearing.
Yes, try and scare me. That's
okay. All right.
Fastball.
So I know you're into like the anime culture and stuff, but another follow-up about Japan. Have you ever studied like samurai, or are you in any of that stuff? Or
samurai, I mean, Japanese culture is very cool, but nothing in particular. It's just the whole encompassing stuff. I like the culture and the way people act more than anything, even though that, like, I don't know if you know this, but Japanese people are really racist. So like there's some parts of the culture that, you know, I can't vibe with. But nothing in just anime, I guess, is the main thing. Like any Dorcas American would get into. It's just like, I like anime, so I like Japan. The only samurai stuff, I will say, one of my favorite museums in Tokyo is the Edo Museum, where it goes through the history of Tokyo, and it like you get all of that in that museum. That museum, if you go to Japan, I'm coming with you. Like, there's so many there's so many landmarks that really build the city for me, it's not just one thing. So like samurai culture is just built into that entire encompassing. It's a different culture. It's all interesting. I recently actually got into Norse mythology. I could never give two ricks about Norse mythology, and then God of War came out, the reboot, and I was just like, Okay, I see you, Norse mythology. I see you, even though I'm white as frick and I should probably know about it. But yeah, there's nothing like separate.
I had to learn a lot about it because of my work. So,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, it's not a good reason.
Oh.
White supremacists like to use it to try to hide. So, yeah,
I know that. Yeah.
But the mythology and the beliefs and the religion based on it and all that stuff is actually really cool. So I completely get that because on one hand, whenever I'm studying it, I'm like, man, that's cool, but also, what could that mean? Because that's what they do. They take something that's absolutely beautiful and absolutely pollute it. But anyways, moving on from that.
You're good.
That's interesting.
Well, what's your favorite restaurant you went to in Japan?
Oh man, dude. McDonald's. No. KFC.
Got it. I'm on
Rice balls.
Favorite restaurant? That is actually a really good question. Because obviously I went to a metric frick ton. There's I think three. There's three automatically that come to mind. The most recent one, and it was probably a chain. It's nothing amazing. The most recent one I remember was in Odaiba, which was the island I stayed on. It's like about half an hour south of Tokyo Disney. It's like a bunch of malls and stuff. It was built for like commerce and all that stuff. There's just this like, not tropical, but it was like this Hawaiian style breakfast joint. And I don't know, it's just the vibe. And then anything in Japan, it literally is like an anime. When they bring the food out, you're like, hey man, you want me to break the egg yolk? It looks like a cartoon. I don't want to ruin this.
It's a piece of art, man.
Literally, yeah. Like it's uncanny the amount of effort they put into just making the food. Unlike literally, as you know, when you go to McDonald's, you get like the burger and it's thrown into the microwave. Like, obviously I don't care. It's going into my mouth regardless. But like when they bring stuff out to you, 9 times out of 10 in Japan, you're like, this was made with tender loving care, and you shouldn't have, because it's just gonna be attacked by my mouth, which is a way to put I'm eating the food. I don't know why I'm so animated with eating food. Jesus, I had a bagel before this. I shouldn't even be this excited.
Yeah. Nothing can stop you from being excited about Japanese ramen if you've ever had the real thing.
It's well, okay. So that was, I guess, the second one in Tokyo. One of the main shrine. I can't remember the main street. It's like one of those. It's one of the main popular tourist attractions. That alleyway of just shops where like you can't move past people. I wish I could remember the names of some of these places, but don't. And there's like right around the corner of it, just down this really quiet street. It's crazy how parts of Japanese alleys or streets can just be jam packed, and then like 1 or 2 streets over, it literally is like a Miyazaki movie. It's uncanny. And there's a small little ramen shop I've been to every time I've been there, and there's 2 seats in the entire place, and it's not even like you have to still order from a machine, which is crazy. You'd think like ordering from one of the ticket machines, it would make it crappy, not crappy, but like generic ramen food. Personally, it's the best ramen I ever had. And there's that. And then the third one, I lied. There's a hot dog shop by some like German guy in Enoshima that I was not expecting, that was making like American style hot dogs. And I was like, yo, bro, what's up? He's like, I just live in my van in Japan now. I'm like, oh, cool. Very good. We take the Wiener
dream, man. The dream.
Yeah, right. Half of what I want to do living in a van, except in Japan. He's like, I just live in my van and I just make the Wiener Schnitzel, and then we have the olive oil and we give it out to all the Japanese people, and we have a good time. We have a very good time. I'm working on my German accent.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I try and do my best. I'm not great with accents, but it's just like, that's the one I can semi do. It's like, we make the Wiener Schnitzel and I give it to the Americans and the Germans. There's no other Germans. Actually, there's a lot of tourists there. Anyway, the hot dog place. And then the last one was, I forget because I was too busy being a fucking goofball. There's a bunch. KFC, legit though, like they have a different recipe in Japan and it's really good. Not this, it's different good. I still like the American one, but like KFC in Japan hits different for sure. Anyway, food.
Not a place that I'd figure you would say KFC. I've heard of
KFC's
a lot of...
very big in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of the top
heard of
restaurants. It's like a big that's how they celebrate Christmas, because they associate it as like an American thing. Is they all just go to KFC. It's like you have to reserve spots to get KFC on Christmas in Japan. It's a whole thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do they still have the Boss Coffee everywhere in Tokyo?
Oh yeah, the vending machines and should be my fifth one. I thought of the other one. The other one's in Kamakura. There's a cafe I always go to. It's just a mom and pop 4-seater cafe that I always get dinner. Just really good. But yeah, the vending machines are everything you hear about the vending machines in Japan is true. They're hilarious. There's a bunch of different weird stuff in them, but all of the drinks I lived at vending machines when I was there, as I assume a lot of people do, because they're on every. Even in the middle of nowhere, there's vending machines. That country lives by vending machines, which is very interesting. But yeah, Boss Coffee, Calpis, or Calipco, I think. I know it as Calpis, Calpis, which is, I don't have my bottle. I also do Pocari Sweat, which is a Gatorade sort of thing, but some people hate it because it's, I don't know. It's crappy Gatorade water, but I like it. I learned to like it. What else? There's a bunch of I don't like any of the green tea in Japan. None of it. It's all bitter. I never found one that I liked because I like sweet. So obviously everything I had was sweet as hell. So every time I had green tea,
I love the bitter green tea. I love Japanese green tea. My favorite.
That's going to be a no for me, dog. I like sweets. I have a weakness for sweets. So,
well, that's good to know. I know what I was going to say. Yeah, I'd never heard of the Boss Coffee until my buddy Evan moved over there, and then he sent me a picture, and it was of this street in, I think it was Tokyo, and it's just banner. At the time they just had banners with Tommy Lee Jones on it, because he was the spokesperson, and all down the street, and you could see the vending machines and stuff. He sent that to me, and it took me aback. I was like, what the fuck? Because he at the time that was happening, he'd pretty much fallen out of he wasn't doing anything over here. Nobody thought of him, but
Japan is the second coming for some. Jason Statham is huge in Japan. I don't know. I might have a career in Japan after I get old as hell. Just old, bald, white guys.
There you
Not
go.
that Jason Statham is necessarily old, but yeah, they put him on thing. Have you ever seen I would hope and assume you guys have seen Lost in Translation with Bill Murray?
Yep.
First of all, one of my favorite movies. And second of all, basically a true story. Whatever it is, it's usually an old white guy that's a spokesperson for a whiskey or Boss and stuff like that. So
anything that's not native Japan, basically.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. I guess so. I guess coffee, whiskey. I don't know. It's weird because Japan takes those, I guess, Western things, or not that coffee is necessarily Western, but as an American to their, otherwise as some sort of weird character or anime character that they advertise for it, or a pop idol person. But yeah, I guess I never thought about that. Coffee and whiskey, old white dude, which you can just get an old Japanese man. I don't know. The things that make you go,
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, it makes sense for them to, I think, associate whiskey with the West. Coffee, yeah. I mean, that's kind of all.
Coffee could be
place,
anything, man.
Yeah. Back, kind of the last place with West, but whatever. Is what it is.
I ain't no marketer.
Look, we're America. We take over everything.
Whoa there, colonizer. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Tough times for white guys.
Oh my god.
Hashtag canceled. Somebody report the page.
That's right. Yeah. We bring AnimeDatty on, and then David gets canceled. That's just how it works. Then you
David,
would have.
Why are you pro-American imperialism? Weird take.
I hate you, and I'm not. And also, I hate you. Look, here's the thing. When I get canceled, you just have to cover it on your show. All right? That's the deal. You can get me canceled, but then you have to talk about it.
Perfect. I'm all for having problematic guests.
Right?
I need to get my first problematic guest on. That's what I'm missing out on.
Yeah.
That's why my numbers are low. I need to get some more assholes on my show.
That's it. You got to go
get
for
John
all
C.
those
Stout
people.
back on.
Oh.
What?
Just get John and whoever he's pissed off lately.
Yeah, it's the whole internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that man, but I don't know if he can go a day without pissing people off.
He's doing his best. He's doing his absolute best, because it's funny. Recently, a lot of his tweets are very like positive. You're like, "Let's go, dude." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like 2 nights ago, you're screaming at me about shit, and now you're just like on positive. I'm like, pick a lane, dude. Which like obviously he's gonna pick the like nice-ish lane. He's like, "No, dude, I'm like, I really feel good." I was just like, "Just be evil with me, bro." The asshole. What's up, Ryan? I got the chat up, by the way. I see the homies in chat. I see the Gert gang.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of your people. There's a few of our stream team in here, Dan Carnett, and then our mods. Always. Yeah. They're gonna get real mad later on. So it is what it is.
Yeah, they're here until Chaos Corner starts, and they'll leave. We'll have mods.
Yeah. Kyle always makes them mad, and then also Jake, if you'll lean to the left or the right. Look at that.
You fixed one blanket.
You fixed one of them. So there's been a running gag with the blankets covering his windows. They're never like right. They're never right side up.
Sorry. Micro just helped me do my own shtick.
I see that.
Yeah. I am so good at call to actions, bro.
You are definitely way better than us.
The only reason I have a following is because I'm annoying as fuck.
Have you followed me yet? Have you followed me?
Hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're not following me on Twitter, literally change your life.
It goes through. I heard that.
It goes through.
I love it. You guys really should follow him on Twitter. It is hilarious. It's a ton of fun.
I'm getting one.
I'm very get a freaking Twitter, Kyle. God.
Yeah, even if it's just to follow me, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, got it.
I mean, you could also follow us.
Follow
the page you're a part of, but
I'll follow you.
It's fine. I respect that. Anyway, next question. Let's do this.
Yeah. There were questions.
Yeah, right.
There's a podcast,
right? Yeah. Wait, we wrote things down. Did you have another one, Jake? Since I know you started the food thing. I have questions about food, but
yeah. Well, he actually already answered what was going to be my follow up. But have you ever been to Kyoto?
Oh yes,
so that's like my top like place in Japan I want to go is just a giant history nerd.
Really? Okay, I can appreciate that. Just literally because of the history of the city.
Yeah, the city and the architecture. Yeah.
It's funny you say the architecture. It is interesting how for me, the three major-ish cities, Osaka, Tokyo, and Kyoto. To me, Tokyo is the thing. It's pretty. You have your spots. That's cool. But once you leave Tokyo and you actually, for me, Kyoto is great. Kyoto has, it's classic Japan, obviously. Yeah. Duh. If you know about Japan, that's kind of a duh. But if you don't know, like Kyoto, you feel a different energy to it, as lame as that sounds, but it's very classic. There's a lot of history to it because of it's Kyoto. But for me, it was all about Osaka, dude. Kyoto was fantastic. I loved it. I did not spend enough time in it though. For some reason, I've only been there twice, and both times I spent a day. You can't really do anything in a day. And the one day I went when the first time I was a kid, so I spent it shopping for like anime figurines, because go figure. And then the second time I went, we took the bullet train, and then it was just like a pass through, which is insane because there's so much history behind it. I learned all about Kyoto in Tokyo because, of course, through the museums, which is hilarious. But I loved Osaka. We spent like 3 days in Osaka, and to me, Osaka felt like Philadelphia in a way, because there's so many Americans there. The kicker is there's a lot of Americans in Osaka, so there's this like very like grungy vibe to parts of it, and you're just like, this ain't Japan, because people are like spitting on the sidewalk and stuff, and you're like, whoa. Hey. Like, it's a very weird departure from Tokyo. But yeah, I really wish I could have spent more time in Kyoto, because just the shrines, and then like I said, it's just a totally different vibe from Tokyo, and I would suggest spending more time in Kyoto if you can than Tokyo. I know Tokyo's got everything in it, but if you really want to appreciate Japan, spend more time in Kyoto, and then spend the rest of your time just getting drunk in Osaka. So that's all I gotta say.
So I have a legitimate follow-up question, but I have to rabbit trail for a second, because you are now the second person who is talking about a foreign country with me today, and mentioned like people spitting on the sidewalk, especially in reference to like Americans and foreigners in the area. Is that a fucking thing? Because I would punch someone if they just spit on my sidewalk. Like, that is so gross.
Dude, I do that regularly here. I'm a gross human being. If I get like a loogie, like, and I sit into like a bush, like, I don't know, like, I'm a dude. I don't know. It's gross. It's bad. I'm not polite.
I'm not all that polite either, but I don't know. That's just something that I'm like, I've never seen I've never been, and I've walked across our hometown. Like, I've never seen anybody just walking and just be like,
well, I mean, people do, but it's always a chewing tobacco here.
It's
so they usually have a spitter in there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I do it often. Like, if I guess a Japan custom would be to wear a mask if you're sick. Hey, go figure. Of all the, remember when that was crazy? When I was in Japan, like, why are they wearing masks? It's like, because vice versa, they don't want to get you sick, they don't want to get sick. Doesn't matter, they're being safe. Hey, don't want to wear a mask, but now that I know how effective I'm not going to be that guy on the show, but like, I didn't get sick at all. You're good. I didn't get it sick at all through the summer, and if it turns into that season and these motherfrickers are fucking coming, I just said frickin' fuck at the same. Can I curse?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers out here like
beep.
Yeah, beep. Out here like spinning each other's mouths and stuff. I'm like, I already kind of have like semi-social anxiety. Like, if people are near me in the movie theater, like chewing on popcorn, I'll like just like throw my popcorn out and be like, please close your mouth. I don't know. But yeah, it is weird, especially in Japan, because like I said, in Tokyo, it's very clean cut. You can find your grungy spots in Tokyo, but for the most part, it's very, people respect, it's very not punk rock.
Right.
It's a very not punk rock country. They respect their surroundings. So I don't know, spitting on the sidewalk is just something you kind of do. Like, if you got a loogie or something, you're just like, I just don't want it in. Out.
It's one, it's not something I just do, and two, I've never heard that as like an expression, but now I've heard it twice today, because the gal that I'm training at work is from London, and we were talking about London, and she used that phrase.
It's a sign
of garbage, man.
It's punk rock, dude. Disrespect your surroundings. That's all I have to say.
Apparently chat's saying it's common where they live too, so maybe I'm just weird.
No, I think it's just not like a Midwestern thing.
Yeah,
we're dirty up in the East Coast.
Yeah, it's like a East Coast and Southern thing is like where I associate that with.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever spent time in like the northern part of the South, like just barely south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, the part of the South that doesn't like to admit it fought for the North in the Civil War.
Nice.
Stop it, Jake. I married one of those. If she hears you, I'm dead.
Oh my god, bruh. Anyway, moving away from that.
Right? Yeah,
moving away from that. Tiptoe around that one. What was the original question?
Was there ever any? No. So I had a follow-up question to the food thing, because I have to ask everybody, and I assume the answer is yes. Well, did you try any sushi while you were in Japan? And two, what was your favorite?
I've never had sushi a day in my life.
Why the fuck you lying?
I had raw octopus, like out of the ocean, chopped right in front of me. That was actually pretty good. It tastes like crab. Very chewy though. Would not
Yeah.
suggest it. I'm just like, it was good, but I hated it.
Yeah.
You should try it.
Uh,
I am a conundrum. But no,
I liked it,
it's-
but I'm not trying it again.
Yeah, right. Actually, no, I love octopus. Like deep fried octopus is actually really good. Of course, it's deep fried because I couldn't be any more American by saying that. But sushi was really good. I tried all of it. Urchin. The only thing I didn't have was like the blowfish that can kill you or
oh
whatever
yeah,
it is.
no, the puffer fish.
All the weird things. Yeah, the horse tongue crab or something like that. Not actual like horse's
Right.
tongue, but it all tasted pretty good. Except I'm not a big fan of oysters or not clam. I like clams. Clams are fine, but oysters, no thanks. Sushi though, for the most part, is sashimi. Like sashimi is the big thing. Like rolled sushi is kind of, I don't know. I don't want to relate it to anything here, but American restaurants kind of got it down. I mean, we've Americanized the hell out of sushi,
Yeah.
but in comparison to Japan, it's very like sashimi is king and it's taken care of. But like the sushi that we know with the rolled, like with rice and stuff, and
Yeah.
extravagant, and they have wild. Like in here, we have Philadelphia sushi where they put cream cheese in it and stuff.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
hey guys, what are we doing? This is amazing. Like, but I've tried. I think the weirdest one was the urchin. I guess live octopus is because it was still like, yo, bro, what are you doing? I'm an alien from another planet. And you're just about to eat me. And I'm like, that's the food chain, you idiot. Oh my the hell out of it. Like, maybe you should grow more limbs to attack me and get bigger, you dummy. Yeah, as sushi's good. Sashimi. Sashimi
Right.
is what I suggest. Don't worry about getting like standard sushi there, and then try it all. I'm trying to remember. There was one that was really weird. It legitimately looked like yellow vagina. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it didn't taste like it, thank God. Well, depends on who you ask. I
I was gonna
guess.
say, look, there might be some people that want that.
It might be some people. It tasted literally like nothing. I spent, I think, $30 on this piece because it was fresh and it was whatever. Also, I want to say it's not as expensive, or no, it is expensive. It's the opposite. I just wanted to do it. It's either really expensive, even though it shouldn't be. I forget. What is it? Why do I forget? I want to say it's not expensive, but that doesn't seem right because I was surprised at how expensive the bill was. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
I feel like they charge, like there's very much so an emphasis on craftsmanship and a dedication to it. So I could see sushi on California piers being cheaper than sushi in Japan.
That's what it was expensive depending on what you got and where you went to get the sushi. 100%. I'm not gonna lie, I just spent money. I didn't even think about spending money there. I was like, I'm going here, I'm doing and getting whatever I want. I don't care what it takes. And I've always come back and lost my job.
Oh no! Oh my god, bro!
I always take like 3 weeks in Japan, and then I come back. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing working a job? And then I like slack off, and they're like, you suck. And I'm just like, fire me. And they're like, bet. And I'm just like, fuck.
Okay.
You can clip that and send it to my boss. That boss
He's
is me
not
now, 'cause
allowed to go to Japan.
I was gonna say, flip it and send it to you.
Yeah, now me,
Now,
but you
yeah.
could have, before send it to my boss, but now it's just me. Self-employed.
Send it to
Anyway.
you, not the people who paid for you, right? Or wait, no, never mind.
Do some math. Anyway, yeah. So that's that for sushi.
Okay. That really answered all of my questions. A lot of my follow-up questions he answered in his answers. Do you guys have anything else talking about Japan before we move on?
Nope, I'm good. Kyle?
Nope.
Okay. So on to the next topic. You already mentioned it once, but I guess I missed some of the stuff. I usually try to lurk in your streams, but your selling a bunch of stuff and building a van to live in a van. Is that correct?
That is correct. I am selling all my personal belongings. You too could own my personal collection of junk. Yeah,
for $5.99, and you too can have my stuff.
Yeah, it's cool. You can buy it for 99 cents on eBay and then spend $20 in shipping because literally, fuck you.
Right?
Cool. Just like, cool. I want it for 99 cents. How much is the shipping? $30.
And now we know why I hate eBay.
Nah, son. Yeah, just as another kicker, I don't actually spend the $30 on shipping because I skimp out and get a discount from eBay. So bring it home after that. Yeah, no, currently the plan is to within the next month, August, the first week of August. I don't think I have any main guests. So what I was going to do is I was going to stream straight for a week. Okay. Do like a streamathon where I raised money. I don't know. Hopefully I can call in my favors to my streamer friends, even though they're all also fucking broke. But sell all my stuff, liquidate everything I possibly can except like my computer and whatnot, and get a van. Document the fuck out of it because hashtag van life is, if you can get on that, it's like another major trend. But like if you can get on that trend, there's a lot of heaviness to it. And just document it, build my home. Really, it's fascinating how we've kind of, I guess I'll finish it. Build the van, put the podcast in it. I want the back to be like 2 benches that can convert into a bed. But for the most part, I want a podcast out of the van where I visit like you guys or anyone around who I've met through streaming, which is a fuck ton of people now. I just do my show in the van or do a separate show, maybe have the Saturday shows be separate in some way and still stream it on Twitch. And even during the day, like I've been streaming every day for the first time and I've always hated the idea of that. But now it's kind of like I don't focus on the numbers, but I can still assumingly stream from the van if I want and have like the Grand King and behind me or some shit, which I think would be dope as hell. Just like wake up in the morning and stream, and it's just like, what's that behind you? A green screen? Be like, no, the world. It's like, it's like an Instagram post or some shit.
It's a whole new world.
Just like
He just wants to live white woman's Instagram. Is that what I'm hearing?
100%, bro. That shit pops off. Yo, you make fun of it until they're getting paid the money. Right. That's so silly. They're into trends and they get paid to be influencers. Me too, baby. Me too. Wait, not that me too. Not that one. White women Instagram. Not that one. No, but that's the plan. Sell myself, build out the van so that I can stream from it. I know there's logistics between like internet and whatnot, but I've done, dude, I live by watching those van life videos. So at this point, if I don't know how to build a van, literally send me back to school and turn me into a baby because I should know everything about van life at this point. So I want to do that. And just it'll be my home. I'm gonna travel around. I'll probably stay in like a city for I don't know a couple weeks, depending on what happens. And then kind of from there, like I said, just document it. I don't know how long that'll last. Forever, 2 years, a year. Maybe I'll hate it and I'll quit after a day and just sell the van. But it's gonna be a process. It's content too. On top of that. I don't know anyone who's doing that specifically where they podcast out of Tom Green, I think, is the only person who technically does that, and he does it out of an RV. Like I'm almost positive Tom Green brought his podcast on the go. I just know the Tom Green's still around, man. He's still kicking. But I don't know the specifics. I don't really follow him too well. The only time I follow him is if he's on. And I don't even watch the Joe Rogan podcast that much anymore, but I remember a little while back he was on it and he was talking about that. So that is the plan, van life. There wasn't another tangent I was going to go on. I completely forget it because I am who I am. But yeah, just stream from the van. I keep talking about it. And the problem is usually when you talk about something a lot, you never do it, you know?
Right.
So I have to keep myself accountable. But the thing is, I have debt, as one does when they buy things. I had a really good job, you know. I lost that. I was in a relationship. That's no longer. I still got the dog, but it's like it's a shift, and I don't know, it's one of those make it or break it, or like now more than ever, or if it's not now, then when situation. So it's like I might as well attempt to at the very least do it. I can barely keep up with my content. So it's like, hey, why don't I just add this to the mix? So I have to move out by August 15th. So gotta get rid of all of this. Gotta figure out where I'm staying, whether it be with my mother or my father. Luckily, they both are able to hold me up for a little while. Like I could stay there, but obviously I don't want to do that. I would literally rather live in a van. But yeah, it just seems like something interesting, and hopefully it pops off. And if it doesn't, I don't know, I'll just get a remote job. I've been looking into t-shirt making and shit because that's what I love to do now. All those passive income YouTube videos. I don't know if you guys get fed that shit where it's just like, if you just translate and make t-shirts and open up an Etsy store where you sell your toenail clippings in jars, people will buy it. I'm just like, okay, I'll do anything for money. Okay. Steve-O. Okay. So Steve-O does medicine. It too.
Yeah. I was about to read chat. I thought you were going to bench press your chair for a second. Again.
Resituating.
So there's so many questions I could ask about that. Cause like I could never do, well, I could do it if it was just me. I couldn't do it now. You know, like I got a kid and about to have a second one, wife, all that shit.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. I have besides the dog, and even worst case scenario, I could leave the dog with her. Or my dad or my mom. So it's like, it's not I don't hate my ex-girlfriend, by the way. Like we're still friends, but like I can leave the dog. That's the only real responsibility I have is the dog. And besides that, it's just me. Bills. Like I said, if I can somehow manage to sell this stuff, liquidate that, and then whatever support I get through selling the t-shirts, stream in general. And then if my content, I have this thing about like everybody's trying to be a full-time content creator stuff. I think it takes, if you go full force and you have, I don't know if you were there for that. I was talking about the got it factor. Like some people just got it and some people don't, and other people can work to get that got it factor. God, I sound like such a dummy, but it's fine.
No, it makes total sense.
But I think it's anywhere from 2 to 5 years. And for most people, even dialing down and finding some sort of niche or content that works to pay them through like YouTube revenue, it still is like a 5-year process. So the idea of making money, and I've been doing this less than a year, I constantly need to reality check myself because I'm super blessed. Like my last payout was $500. Like I'm not going to like cut corners or lie to you guys. Like I'm doing very, very well, but I also put a fuck ton of time into constantly telling people about my shit and trying to stand out the best I can and just be an all-around genuine goofball. But that's month to month too. Like you can't, next month I could make no money, but the goal is like the YouTube stuff, and hopefully within doing these big things, I guess the investment in the content, the investment in the hashtag van life will hopefully translate to a future within that with podcasting, because ultimately all I really want to end up doing is just talking to people. I just want to run a podcast. Like I don't need to be a millionaire, like Joe Rogan once again, because shitty with other examples. Like I don't need to be a millionaire podcaster. I just need to make a decent living and then be able to pay for the van. And after that, it's just like internet and food, because I eat a lot, because I like to do push-ups and shit, because I'm insecure about my tiny little body, you know, just like this takes work and I cry every day. No, I don't.
Tears and sweat.
But that's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Bathwater. I know, RNG. We got to get the bathwater going. So.
Right. Got to sell the bathwater, and then that just rolls, and then you know, you get big, and then you lick some weird ear attachment, and then you get banned, and you know.
New t-shirt that just went out. Twitch ASMR PogChamp is the new t-shirt that just went out. I was gonna say exclamation point merch, but it's not my channel.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say, and it won't bring up anything here.
If you guys got merch, you can push it. I'll push your merch. Hey, everybody, follow these guys on Twitter and all that stuff. But if you're not, hey, literally change it. Anyway,
I'm super picky about quality, and so I need to find a company with like high quality for our merch. And to be honest, that's the part of this, like, even as much as I'm learning about like editing and video and stuff, like the merch is the thing I've never fought for, like, at all. So like, so hard to find high quality stuff.
wouldn't worry about it. Start shitty as possible. Start cheap and shitty. There's too often I got caught up in the beginning with like, this doesn't look good. And then when I thought it looked good, people were literally just like, oh, your font is garbage, bro. Your border is garbage. Those people are honest, and that's their opinions, and their opinions are 100% wrong, and that's fine. But it's like, no matter what you do, someone's not going to like it, or it's not going to be of quality for you. I think you need to lower, especially starting off, you need to lower your expectations, because for me, my theory behind it is quantity, then quality. So if you want to get out merch, I had merch way back in the beginning, literally wearing it. It was my original merch that I've had for forever. And then only until I've been full force on this a month or two in, I went, and I have a community we have inside jokes and stuff. I want to do trends. Like now I have merch I just do through Teespring. And then luckily I have friends like Night Owl, who's like, yo, dude, use the poly blend that has like elf fur or some bullshit in it, because he's from the UK. And I'm like, okay, I don't, you know, magical pelts and shit. I don't know. That's really fucked up. Night I was like, he was my friend, and now he's no longer my friend. Yeah, it's stuff that builds. But I think if you want like a logo shirt, just have it. But it's one of those things. If you push it and it's funny and you enjoy it at the very least, even if it's not the crowning quality or blah blah blah, I don't know. Too many people sit in that stuff, or too many people jump into it. There's a balance, because I can say just do it, and then you do it, and then you just tread water. It's kind of timing. So I'm not going to tell you to just do it now, but also like if you're thinking about quality, you're never going to reach the quality you want. That's my big thing, I guess, to take away from that is you're never going to reach that quality you want. If you think you're ready for a design that you love for merch, even if it's just your logo, push it. And then just like any other call to action, when you're telling people to follow on Twitter, and be like, don't forget, if you want to rep the community, ! Merch, bang, boom, bang, 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 bang. Nothing off the cuff. Nobody has to, but you push it because that's your job. We're kind of salespeople, which I fucking hate. I've worked sales jobs.
I used to sell for a long time.
I never liked it, but now it's like, that's all I do. I sell myself. I sell my body. Give us shirts. There you go.
I was good at it, but I didn't like it. I only lasted like 2 years doing it, but
that's more than me. I lasted like 6 months. I was like, you can suck a duck.
It's a job I could never do.
Yeah.
Like that the whole like, you can't take no for an answer. I'm like, someone says no, I'm like, all right, cool, see ya.
Well, that's the beauty of streaming.
I cannot do that.
You can kind of take no for an answer with streaming, because your audience is huge on the internet in comparison to like if you're working at a car place, whoever comes into the thing, like that is it. If you have one person walk into your store for the day, that's your sale. Yeah. And on the internet, it's open 24/7. And you can keep going. Like if you get a no, it's like, okay, there's however many people use the internet all day. So that's the beauty of being a salesperson on the internet, I guess, depending on if you're selling yourself. But yeah, I can appreciate not wanting to be a salesperson. That's stinky.
Yeah, that usually ends up to, and I'm getting better at the call to actions, because that usually lands on me, because these two definitely don't like to sell at all, which I get.
What? I'll wear the shit out of anything.
What'd you say?
I'll wear the shit out of anything.
Yeah, you'll wear it and rep it, but you're like a billboard. You don't actually say anything. You're just like you both are wearing our friends merch right now.
Someone is it?
Correct. Mine does not.
Weird.
Look, mine doesn't fit right. The sleeves come to like here. The rest of it is fine, but the sleeve, Look, I don't look like I go to the gym, all right? The muscle shirt doesn't look good on this, all right?
You're talking about is crop top summer, man.
That's right,
we gotta all be cutting it. You
hot girl summer.
You need to turn the call to action into something you love to do. I might do it a little too much, but every time I do a call to action, I make it into a bit. I have to enjoy the call to action. Like every time I say follow me on Twitter, it's not just follow me on Twitter. It's literally, you should be following me on Twitter. And if you're not following me on Twitter, you're literally going against charity, because I made up a big competition with Unstable Pisces And once I beat him to 1,000 people on Twitter, I will donate $100 to charity. And you know where that $100 comes from? You, because I'm on unemployment, and that's your tax money. So what you're doing is, by not following me on Twitter, you're going against the government, and within that, hey, follow me on Twitter.
Rebel!
Yeah.
Right.
Or if you don't like the government.
Then all the anarchists in our chat are just like, yeah, fuck that guy.
They report me on Twitter. But that's for real. If you're not following me on Twitter, legitimately, please go follow me on Twitter, or I'll smack the shit out of, I don't know, these books.
Or me, it's whatever.
Yeah. Spit in my mouth, call me trash, do what you want. Just follow me on Twitter, please.
Yeah, see? I like that. Also, one of our channel point redemptions is slapping us. Like, they can force one of the others to slap us, and they love to do it. They love to do it.
Especially when you're wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just or you're right about Charizard.
Oh my God.
It's just anime daddy. Like, my SEO is on fucking point. There you go. I self-promoted the fucking your channel.
Perfect. I love it. Self-promo. Because legitimately, like, the people that we actually give a shit about, you guys should come to our channel and self-promo. Half the time you guys don't know it. I'm already promoting you guys already. Like, I spend a ton of time on Twitter and Twitch, and then I come back to our stream where it should be like, hey guys, we're awesome, and most of it ends up being like, guys, I was watching Twitch and this guy's fucking great. Like,
no, dude, that's the most genuine way to be a creator, I think, is when you're talking about, I constantly talk about, I mean, literally my fucking show is talking to and about other creators.
Yeah.
The only time I'm talking about myself is when I'm pushing my own shit obnoxiously. Literally, that's it. Like I said, I would love to be invited onto more podcasts because I can just not shut up. That's kind of why I've started streaming every day, so that I can start showing who I am and not just my content, which is other things. But that's the best. If you're talking about other creators, good. Like, creators that talk about other creators should be the thing. That's the only way we blend communities and audiences and how we get discovered. Like, half of my audience, the Gert gang, if you will, goes to McQueeb's streams because I talk about him constantly. John's audience is part of my audience because I'm like, we talk shit about each other, and it doesn't even have to be good things. You can talk shit about you can be mean about other creators, and then people will show up just to like figure out why you don't like them, or why maybe not don't like them, but like, go off. But yeah, keep doing that, because that's literally what I do. I love, that's my favorite. The cheesiest thing I can say, but is kind of true, is like, one of my favorite things about doing all this is just the community growth that came out of it. Because honestly, when I got into streaming, it was very selfish. And I mean, it kind of is, because you kind of have to be not selfish. You have to be confident in your content. But when I got here, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to stream games, and people are going to come to my channel because I'm entertaining. And that's still kind of true, but there's also like, there really is a rising tide situation that happens a lot. Like, I wouldn't be anywhere without working with other creators or talking to other creators. And even if I did do games, I would need to do that. So that, keep talking about other people, put their names in your mouth. Like I said, even the people I shit talk probably get viewership from me because I talk about them so much.
Yep. No, absolutely right. And I think it just lends to the credibility and the genuineness too. Like, if I'm thinking about something, I'm going to say it. And most of the time, maybe it was dumb. Maybe it was a joke that fell flat. Maybe nobody in chat fucking understands what I'm talking about, but I don't hold myself back really, except for like, I try not to rage obviously on stream or anything like that. But with the exception of getting like super mad on stream, I just kind of let it all go. Like, I talk about shit. I talk about whatever's on my mind, and because that's like, I don't know, that's just what I want to do. I love having these conversations. I love having other content creators on here, and just being people, because I don't get to talk to real people that aren't being shitty through the day most of the time. Like, I get to talk to these two, which is great, which is why I haven't lost my sanity through COVID. But if it weren't for these two in streaming, like, dude, I'd have been fucking Bo Burnham curled up on a pillow in the middle of the room, not doing shit. Yeah.
I was, like I said, one of the big things was I wasn't expecting to like meet people through streaming, which is kind of, I guess not alien, because my big thing before coming to streaming, like my hobby, if you will, was going to the gym and just listening to comedians podcast. Like my favorite, which I haven't done in forever because I'm so caught up in my own stuff, but was just listening to podcasts. Like the idea of not meeting people through content, I don't know, because like stand up, I guess seems very solo. You're on stage by yourself, assumingly, unless you're like in a group or something. But 9 times out of 10, you watch a comedian do their thing.
Right.
So it always appeared like this. But the more I watch podcasts, and I don't, like I said, I don't know why it didn't translate, but like every comedian's podcast blew up, or they got to know each other. And even once they stopped attacking each other or like going against or who's funnier, blah, 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 they all became successful. They all went on each other's podcast. I guess that was kind of the whole idea subconsciously when I started doing my series, was like, I'll just have these creators on because we'll just be introduced to each other. Their crowd will get to know me. I'll get to know them. You can't deny that there's the cross, like people's crowd get to know me. Hopefully they like me. But at the end of the day, literally the more I underestimated the knowledge I would learn about streaming. I underestimated the relationships I build. I underestimated the wild drama and like toxic positivity and negativity that came with streaming, like all of it. And now I'm just wrapped up in this world because once again, I thought I was going to get, I was a Call of Duty streamer, go figure. And I thought I'd go live, make it funny, pop some memes, put some clips up on the internet, call it a day, start a YouTube, big number, make brain go burr. I'm famous. And now I'm just like, I'm okay with a couple people coming in and out and liking my videos. As long as I get to talk. It's complete departure of what I thought it was going to be, which is cool, which is good.
Yeah.
Which I guess is what it should be.
I think it has to be like it. Everyone I've talked to, if they have been doing this for a year or more, they all have that. You know what I mean? Like we started as goofball, something to just do on Wednesday under a name that I won't repeat on stream on YouTube. And like, it was just a goofball thing to do. And then all of a sudden we had a Titanfall 2 stream where we had like 242 people watching us on YouTube back before YouTube streaming was even a thing. And we're like, oh, let's, and then we found Extra Life, which is a charity thing. And we've done that every year that we've been streaming, and love it. It's one of those things we'll always do. We do the big 24-hour event. We love it, but we love it partially, not only because it's a great cause. It's the foundation of what made us this. It's what made us have the vision of, oh, we want to do this. We want to make this into this platform and this thing where we can actually help people and goof off and have fun, but also help, real causes, affect real change.
Yeah. Charity streaming is next level. I haven't gotten into charity streaming yet, but I've met a ton of people. Camilla, who was in earlier, is a charity streamer. Libby, who I had on the show a couple weeks ago. Like another thing I didn't really dawn on me was the only thing I really knew was Games Done Quick, I think is what it's called. That's the only like charity gaming sort of thing. And then even within that, I didn't know with streaming. But the amount of support that goes into charity streaming is overwhelming. Not overwhelming. It's a lot. And another thing that I guess blows my mind about the internet, because coming into this, I thought streaming was a little bit more of a selfish thing. So the idea that I think you can dial in on being a charity streamer,
right?
And it's, I don't know. I'm thinking in like metrics now and talking about like how you can, at the very least, if you have trouble building something off of a game or a stream or trying to find an identity, the next best thing you can do is become a part of something bigger, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like really remove yourself from it and be a part of a charity. Like a lot of people can take advantage of charities, be like, I'm a charity streamer, and then like be a head figure and shit. Like everything can get muddied. But I think if you're able to, like, people can see through it, I would hope and assume, and you use a charity and then that becomes your brand, I think that's fantastic. Like I said, I know a ton of amazing charity streamers now, and they're flourishing from it in the right way. Like it's exposure at the end of the day, which is what you need to build a stream. But if you keep it genuine, I think charity stream is fantastic, and I should probably get into it, but I'm too selfish. Pay off my bills. Join my Patreon.
I get it. It would be harder for me to do if it wasn't all of us, because like part of what makes it doable for us is that it's 24 hours of us doing the craziest shit if we hit our goals, and every year we're trying to outdo each other and top what we did last year. And these idiots have made me throw up on stream like 3 times. And this asshole made me drink. You know what Bean Boozled is?
Oh, I know what it is. I don't
He
do
took
it.
an entire box and mixed it into an eggnog shake, and we had to drink it on stream.
Okay.
It was
It was
delicious.
delicious.
So
It was delicious.
yummy.
It's delicious for the people watching.
Anyways,
Just
yeah,
watch David's face go green.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be a
can
no for me, dog.
smart man. I'm dumb, so I say yes.
Well, let's see. Here's the thing. You did it for charity. I'm
Right.
gonna do it for my streamathon, where the money goes to me. Because I'm evil. I don't think I have a sound for evil. All I have is like a fart button. That's really it.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing.
There you go.
We can tell it's an evil fart. For sure.
Evil intention in that.
An evilly intended fart. Anyway. Somebody put that on a t-shirt. Oh wait, I will.
Right? I was gonna say, if it's gonna be any of us,
It's called a hustle.
God, I love it.
Shit.
Oh my god, dude. I had other questions. I've completely forgotten them. That were follow up to where we started this. Not even on my notes. But I guess one last question about to bring it back to the van life thing. You kind of touched on the first one that I was going to ask was about the dog, and I didn't know if you had intentions to bring your dog with you or.
I was hoping to.
Okay.
There's a worry, like if I have to leave him in the van, if I have to go do something. I was
Right.
thinking about getting him professionally trained to be like a therapy dog, so I could take him into places, or I could just be the asshole that puts a vest on him and is just like, it's a therapy dog, and he's just like eating a child or some shit.
Just register him. He's automatically a therapy dog.
Yeah, that's all you have to do in America, where anything is right and nothing's wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know.
It's in America.
I know. But yeah, I was hoping to, but like I said, it all depends. Part of me wants to, like, I'm bougie as fuck. Like, if you guys have seen my apartment, I'm bougie. The boy's bougie. So I kind of want to put like a hitch on the back and get like a dual sport motorcycle, so I can just like take that into
okay.
town and stuff. But then it's just like, what do I do with the dog? Like, the dog will just
Right.
be in the van, just like, dying, bro. Even though obviously I'd leave like the ventilation and shit on. Like, I would be sleeping in the van, so assumingly I could leave the van alone.
Right.
But
Just get him a sidecar. That's what you do. Get him a sidecar.
yeah, just a
Get
pop
him
out
some
sidecar.
goggles, a leather
could-
cap.
I could put him on the back of the bike. He would just look like a tall haunted tree. He would look like a fucking Dementor on the back of my bike.
Ears
So my dog
flapping in the wind.
My dog looks like a fucking Dementor from Harry Potter.
He's kind of cute though.
He's cool. He's cute. I'm just a bully. I literally bully my own dog. I'm just like, you're tall, but you're also fat, skinny, fat bitch. And he's just like,
So
okay.
yeah.
I'm just
Pet
like,
me, bitch.
I just
Pet
look at him
me.
just like, I have depression.
I get that though, because like I bully everyone basically but my child, including my dog. Like, I love her. She's my bitch. If you insult her, we're gonna fight. If I insult her, it's just love.
Yeah, I don't know. It's humans are fucking weird. But yeah,
That's
I plan
true.
on taking the dog if I can. If not, like I said, he's part of the show in a way now, because everybody knows about him, I guess, because I
Right.
show him off. Like, he's part of the content on Instagram. So like taking him and being on the road, and I don't know, people get to meet the long boy. But we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see. It's still in the works as it is.
Okay. And then you partially answered one of my last questions about the van, which is you talked about, planning to potentially stay in a city for a couple days or a week. And that was, so do you have like a plan or a map of the first couple months once you get taken off of what you want to go do, who you're going to stop and meet? Or is that just kind of all too far down the road?
That's if he survives the first day, though.
It's true. You never know. My first night's going to be spent in my mom's driveway. And if I can't make it, it was all for nothing. I'll disappear for...
Can I go come in and sleep?
Yeah, right.
I'm out here.
I'm like the little kid at the sleepover who's just like, I want to go home. Like, this is a dumb idea. I spent $80K on a truck and I want to go home. I don't plan on spending that much, by the way.
Right.
But that's my plan currently is I don't have one per se. There are a bunch of apps where you can like find camp away spots that are private and maybe some free places and stay on Walmarts. You know, that's the old tried and true. As far as places I want to visit first, I think I want to start like do like a coming back home tour, if you will. I think head out to Kansas City because that's where John is. Doxed him.
I was about to say I did make the joke in the stream when you first announced this. Gonna just end up being you using the van as an RV in John's driveway.
Like
so
a good name.
Yeah, I just permanently stay there. I may get to Kansas City, and that's like I'd never go anywhere else. No, I'm gonna go visit that fucking bum, and then after that, I was probably gonna head all the way out West Coast and meet McQueeb because he's in California somewhere, and then I guess just do like an all over West Coast roll call, I guess, of people I trust. I mean, it's not gonna be everybody. If someone's just like, yo, dude, come, I want to be on your show, I'm just like, I don't fucking know you. Like,
right, yeah.
Like, hey, that's cool, dude. Like, I've seen you on Twitter a couple times, but I don't know you. You're not even in my Discord. It doesn't even follow me on Twitter. No, it was weird. I did put out a tweet way back saying that I wanted to do that, and the responses I got from people who, like, I semi-know, but like there were a couple of people who just started following me. There's like, hey man, if you ever end up in the city, hit me up. I'm like, I could be the killer. Like, what? Hey, it's a cool idea, but also like, huh? But yeah, head out west and do like a roll call, and then kind of like, I don't know, like zigzag my way across the US, kind of just like, also, I guess depending on when I leave, because if it's wintertime, I can spend more time in the West Coast because assumingly it's going to be cooler. But if I try and go up north, I have to be careful if it snows and stuff. So I might do like a southern route and then kind of just keep making my way around the country in like a circle as the seasons change, if that makes sense. So I can go north, maybe eventually make it up to Canada because I have a lot of Canadian friends now from Twitch streaming, which is cool. Maybe a year or two of doing that. And then ultimately park the van for a hot second. If things pop off, if it actually works out, if this dream of mine becomes reality and it actually becomes a financially viable thing, park the truck for a little while and then hopped upon to like the UK, meet my UK friends. And then I have a couple people in Australia that I know.
Nice.
But obviously that's like big dreams. Even the van is, let's be honest, still a dream, but hopefully at the very least I can get that to happen within a year's time. But I don't know. Maybe I should put a time limit on it. Put my ass into gear.
It depends on the type of person you are. Like I'm not. Time limits don't really motivate me. They freak me out more than anything when it comes to like big picture stuff. But like, I have to put a time on the little stuff. But if I like the big goals, if I put a time on it, then I psych myself out. But I have to break it down into little chunks, and I'll put times on those. And like, if I don't get this done by this time, then we're done. You know what I mean?
I get that. I'm more of a, oh shit, this is due by tomorrow, I can get it done. So if I give myself a date, like I have to move out of here by the 15th, and I still have a lot of stuff, I don't know. Somehow I usually manage. I'm pretty decent. I'm not great. I have one friend who's lucky as fuck. Like, I'm okay at failing up a little bit because I'm a straight white dude. Let's be honest. The odds are ever in my favor.
No.
I'm a menace to society. Please stop me. No, but like I'm pretty good at last minute shit where it's if I give myself that, I can pretty much get it done. This honestly, the small goals fuck me up because like I wanted to get clips done today. Guess who didn't get clips done today? Me. But ultimately, like if someone puts pressure on me, I like when Knocked Wolf and Ginger and all them were just like, hey, where are my clips? I was like, fuck. That day I had Knocked Wolf's clips done. Like I need pressure. I need pressure. When I had a job, I put out my best work because I had the job, but there was the pressure of like, I can only get my streaming stuff done because I need to go to my job in the morning. Even if I'm late, I need to do it. So I need that. I hate authority, but I need it.
So then put
America.
a fucking time limit on it, sounds like.
No. You do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
I definitely understand. I cannot do a self-imposed deadline. Like if someone else gives me a deadline, I'm very good at meeting them. But if I try to put one on myself, I'm like, it's not gonna happen. Like I'm a guy. I need a schedule. I need to like, this is the thing I do this day. This is the thing I do. I can do that for myself. But if I'm like, all right, I've got 2 weeks to get this done. It's getting done 3 weeks from now at the earliest.
Yeah. Like I said,
but if fucking David says you have 2 weeks to do this, I'm like, all right, I can do that.
Yeah.
I hate being.
I don't know what it is, but
no, I feel that.
Yeah,
like,
I totally understand.
I'm OCD, but I need someone to tell me to do it or at least put pressure on it because I can't be my own boss. I too much want to. I'm not gonna lie. There are so many times where I'm like, man, it'd be so easy to fucking disappear and just play video games for 20 hours a day again. I could just so easily. I could just sit here and I could just fucking read these mangas.
Yeah,
I could actually read some of these. I haven't even read because never had the time. Never had the time.
I don't know how you do that. There's always time. I could always find time.
See, I'm not that guy. That time gets filled with me just sitting in existential crises. I just sit here and I go, I should be doing something else. And by the time I figure out I should be doing something, nothing happens.
I am the worst at sitting down here and thinking of. I'll sit down at the computer with an idea for a freaking TikTok or an Instagram post or something, and then I will sit here for an hour trying to think of the follow-up rather than making the freaking thing that I've already conceptualized. Like,
and you know, the big thing about that is, and if you don't hear me say it all the time, you'll hear me say it all the time. Now, low effort, high reward. We shouldn't be sitting here. If we want to make something for sure, who gives a fuck if it's shitty? Like I said with the t-shirts, you should just be making it. I just made that. I didn't even post it yet. I should post it in this while doing this because I'm an asshole. I just made this Twitch ASMR PogChamp thing because I was like, fuck it, whatever. And this is me jinxing myself, but I made this off the cuff and I'll post this and this will probably sell wonders. That would be the idea behind it. But now that I'm talking about it and forcing it into the reality of the world, it's not going to do shit. But it's something like that. I was just like, man, whatever. I'm just going to make a t-shirt. And like the idea, the TikTok idea is low effort, high reward. You just need to do shit. Even if it's crappy. Like I did, I don't know, a couple of videos that I edited clips. I was like, these are bullshit. I don't know. I need clips. And they popped off. Like my Nubbins videos, my Lexi video. That's my one viral video on TikTok. It took me like 5 minutes. And I was like, this is worded so bad. And I was like, I don't even care, dude, because it's about a topic I know that's going to pop off. And it did that. Low effort, high reward. But obviously I'm kind of the same way where it's like, I just have to do it.
right.
But I go like, okay, but I need to do my clips, but I should put my schedule together. And then I need to call these people. And then I should probably spend time with my community. But then I need to sell my stuff on eBay. I need to make sure that taxes aren't forgotten about in my life because the world's real. Also, I should probably call my mom, but she can eat dust because she calls me every day. So why would I call her back? And then next thing you know, it's like 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I've been eating all day.
I'm not quite that bad, but yeah. I would be if I didn't have a job. Like
exactly.
No. Having the daytime job helps shrink that crisis down to about an hour. But yeah.
It was the same when I had the job too. Like it leveled me. And then obviously it just got to the point where they were like, yeah, you don't care. And I was like, duh. You could have fired me 4 months ago. Thanks for the free money.
I love it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's about that time, Jake. I'm gonna go ahead and play the drop, and then you can move into shenanigans.
No.
All right, go ahead.
I like that we could hear his drops and not our drops.
I don't have a way to work it into the mic. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. No sound. There was no sound. Apparently.
What?
They just got mine. They just got this. They just got my
Right?
nut.
No.
Oh
Nut.
no.
Hang on. All right.
Yo,
look.
dude, are you not using the Wave 3 software?
I do have the Wave 3 software. Yeah.
That's how I get it through. What I did was I changed, at least in Zoom, I changed my mic to Wavelink Stream, and I have my sound effects through my Stream Deck set up to go through my Wave, and then it goes through this stuff. It took a lot. It's not easy. It's a lot harder than that, but still. Yeah, all I heard was nut. Hell yeah.
Can you guys still hear me?
Nut.
I don't think you guys can
Just
hear
a
me.
nice silly goose moment. Time to ranch it up, bro. Just streamlabbing it.
Yeah,
Zoom isn't great.
Yeah, no, I will be switching over to Discord once I get. But also, no, because of the way I have to put the filters on this, because I have to have like noise suppression and a noise gate and stuff, because when we all stream and we do our group streams, it's the three of us down here. And so like I've got XLR mics and nice mics for them now, but like I still have the Wave 3 for me. And so because of that, if I switch it to Wave Stream on here, you guys can't actually hear me.
Nice.
Yeah. So, which is also why they can't hear I can't play my sounds through the mic, unfortunately. But anyways, all right.
I love technology.
Who needs the sound? I'm not going to edit that part out either. That total flub is just going to stay in the YouTube video.
Nut.
I might edit it out, but we'll see.
You should have said something. I could have. Hey guys, do my sound? Oh yeah, no, they got nut. I could have just been like,
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
it's time for that moment of chaos with Kyle. Thank you, everybody.
God, see, yeah, I need to make something like that for the Chaos Corner. But all right, Jake, what game are you playing with anime here?
Well, it's actually going to be a little bit different today, because we're actually going to be doing two different things for shenanigans. And there's one that's kind of centered around you, David, and there's one that's kind of centered around Kyle. We're going to go ahead and start with the one centered around David, because, I watch a decent amount of anime. As we said, Kyle is the weeb king. You clearly know quite a bit about anime. David over here is something of a lapsed anime fan. So we are going to be doing something I call anime evangelism, in which we are going to try to rekindle that spark in David and get him back into anime. He did not agree to this beforehand, which is fine, because we're going to make him do it anyway. Yeah. What we are going to do is we're going to go around. We're going to, you can ask any questions that you think might help, and we are going to try to find an anime to recommend to him. Each of us is going to recommend one, and he has to choose one. And that has to be the next thing that you watch. I know you're currently watching Through the Wire. When you finish that, you need to watch at least a season or 25 episodes of this anime to see if it converts you back to the rightful path.
Such a backlog of shows, and you're gonna make me watch an anime?
Yeah.
This should be easy enough.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a picky bastard.
All right. So how do we start this thing?
Okay, so you can ask David any questions that you want that you think will help, pin down the perfect anime to recommend to him. So I'll go ahead and start. I've got a question I'm not sure about. David, how do you feel about like the fun, like, not serious, like very fun, madcappy, like heist movies, stuff like your Ocean's 11 and stuff like that?
I think it depends on how it's done. I hate it's so weird, because I'm very opposite in films as to what I am with people. I love people who are goofballs just to be goofballs. That was great. And people who are free to just like be goofy as shit in reality. But the fuck is that?
It's a biting comment.
Okay, is he chopping a tiger's head off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Vladimir Putin chopping a tiger's head off.
Or tiger? Fuck Vladimir. I mean, don't dox me, Russia. But no,
ladies and gentlemen.
no, I don't tend to like super goofy stuff. Although I don't know, I like comic book stuff, and that can tend to be super goofy. But no, I don't like super over the top goofy stuff.
Okay.
You like kids? I don't know. A lot of animes are fucking with kids. Okay,
Settle down, man. Settle down.
that was an extra. There's a lot of animes with kid like in high school. Like every time I open up an anime, it's just like, oh, they're in kids. Hey, chat, do not clip that.
I mean, that's the clip right there. I'm just saying.
A lot of the animes I like are still about like kids in high school and stuff. Like every single turn, they're like, "Yeah, I'm 14." I was like, "Bruh, you were just like, I don't know, doing not 14-year-old shit."
Right. Okay. I mean,
do you like high school dramas? My favorite show is Degrassi.
It's not really. I'm not opposed to them, but it can't be like I get annoyed. It depends on how realistic it is with it. Like the less removed, or not the less, the more removed from the normal high school drama, the more I like it. Like I love stories about 14-year-old kids that somehow magically find out magic and shit, and now they're, off doing weird shit that no 14-year-old kids should be doing. Sure, I can get behind that. But if it's literally a story about 14-year-old kids who are just going through all the drama of high school, I'm like, look, I did that, and it wasn't nearly this cool. There wasn't space lasers. When I was depressed, I was just depressed.
I was thinking like Madoka Magica.
I don't know what that
Go on,
is.
Kyle. It's fine.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
If you could pick a time period for a manga, would you have it in the past, present, or future?
Either very far future or very far past. I love samurai-based stuff. Like I did watch Samurai Champloo. I watched Rurouni Kenshin. I watched Samurai X, Ninja Scrolls. Stuff like that. And I also love Gundam. I really do. So I like futuristic stuff. And I like samurai stuff. Death Note is the only anime I can think of that I watched that was in modern day times that I actually enjoyed. Oh, no, Psycho Pass was kind of in the future. That was a good show too. But
Okay.
Do you like more Western style stuff, or do you like more like Japanese styled shows? I mean, you're watching The Wire now, so that's like, hey,
right.
How far west can we get?
Yeah.
Everything in between. I'm a huge comics nerd. I like, but as far as for Western style, as far as like Western itself, I like stuff that's influenced by like spaghetti Westerns and stuff like that, but I don't actually like spaghetti Westerns, if you mean that. And as far as, I like Eastern-based stories and mysticism more than Western philosophy.
Okay. Cool.
So for sci-fi stuff, how important is the action element of it?
It's got to be.
Do you need like a fight like every episode, or are you okay with like 4 or 5 episodes of just plot?
I watched Gundam Seed, so
Lots of fighting.
which I don't recommend, by the way. But no, I like big space robot with lasers, but I think the action has to have a purpose. I don't like shows, even live action stuff where it's just violence for violence sake. The violence has to serve a purpose.
Okay.
With the exception of Boondock Saints, I do love that.
Do you like like sports of any kind? Like, do you like sports shows, sports animes, or like sports
Not
influence things?
not really. They're fine, but I wouldn't seek them out. Maybe if it was a sport I'm interested in. I was a martial artist for 20 years. So like kendo and aikido and stuff like that's interesting to me. But as far as like soccer, football, rugby, I can watch it when it's live. But any shows about them, I can't really get into. I'm really big on human. I know this isn't a question, but I'm just gonna give it. I'm big on human connection in stories. If you don't give me a reason to give a shit about your character, I don't give a shit about your story. So,
Okay. So then how dark can the anime get for you? Would you say?
I watched.
It's gonna be our next question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there are dark. There are much darker anime.
I'm sure there are. I don't like trigger warning. I don't like rape scenes. I try not to use that word on Twitter or Twitch or anything like that at all. But like, I don't like that kind of stuff. I know some of that exists in some animes. I don't like that stuff. Beyond that, I don't care. Like, I see the dirty underside of human reality as a constant. So, it can be pretty dark.
Can I make can I make a suggestion? Like for the anime?
I think if you're ready to make your suggestion, go ahead.
Have you watched Bacano?
No, never heard of it.
It's a little bit of a timepiece, a little Western, but has like Japanese influences in it because I think it's a mixture of characters. It's a big set piece. There's a bunch of different characters and stories that kind of cross and stuff, and it's got like I want to say, I forget. I have them on. I was trying to go through my stack here and see if I could maybe manage to grab something. And this seems like let's read the first one. New York, 1927. In a corrupt city where crime rules the streets, Firo, something Italian, man, I can't even say it. An Italian crime syndicate distinct from the mafia. Distinct, man, English. I don't read well, and I'm a podcaster. I talk, I don't read. Though a member of the relatively small Martillo family, Firo has big ambitions and is determined to make his mark. But while the Martillos may not be the baddest guys on the block, they have some distinct the second time you use this word distinct, why is it so hard for me? Advantages working in their favor. Does Firo have what it takes to become a made man? Let the crazy ruckus begin. Also, the music in this is fucking it's good as shit. Like just mobsters. It kind of goes along with The Wire, so you can kind of bounce off of that in a way. Like I said, big set pieces, espionage. I think I said that. Bacano. Good series.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion. I don't know about you guys. What do the other two think?
Yeah, well, we're each going to individually like pitch one to him, then he's going to choose one.
Okay. I dig it.
Okay. Do you have one, Kyle?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I recommend the anime called Berserk. It takes place in
Heard of it actually.
It's like medieval era. It's just where basically during the Dark Age, where demons are now populating the world, and he's fighting basically his leader of his previous band of mercenaries. He's fighting him because he's now the new demon lord that has now risen up onto the plane. And the anime is shorter than the manga, but it still covers a massive amount. Now, going off a bit of what you said you didn't want us to watch, do not watch the movie because it does have a few like rape scenes in it, but the actual anime series does not, because it covers not the intro, but the actual his adventure.
Okay. Well, since they both went with like more fantasy stuff, I guess I'll take the sci-fi approach. I'll lean into your love of Gundam here. I know it's one of the few anime series that you've actually like pretty consistently watched. And it's one I've recommended to you before.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'm gonna recommend Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
Ooh.
So it's on like the more serious like side of Gundam. It's more sort of looking at the implications of child soldiers and that kind of stuff. It gets quite a bit darker than like some of the older Gundam stuff that you've watched. But I think you would really like it.
Good.
Now I have to pick one, and I can only pick
Now,
one.
Yep.
If you want to pick all three and watch all three, that's fine.
I have no interest.
One is just
I have no interest in Berserk. I have no interest in Berserk. I'm sorry, Kyle.
To be honest, I had a backup for it that went into the sci-fi, but I was like, Berserk seems a little bit more fun.
How do you say the one? Bakano?
Bacano.
Okay.
I'm not yeah.
Okay. That sounds interesting, and I do like the mob. I'm really into the... I've been watching a lot of stuff with like mafia and gangsters and stuff lately, so maybe... But the first anime I ever watched was Gundam Wing. And then it kind of branched out from there. I love Gundam. I mean, I even sat through Gundam Seed. Or Gundam Seed was okay. Gundam Seed Destiny was rough to get through. But either way, this
you want to choose mine.
Probably. I think I'm probably gonna go. I think that I could probably get easier into Bakano than Gundam Seed right now, just because it's not Gundam Seed. Fuck, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Also, if I watch the show that you've been recommending to me for years, Jake, how are you going to keep recommending it to me? At this point, it's like
fair.
a running bit. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with AnimeDatty's choice, actually, and not just because he's our guest.
Deny mine.
I have to watch that off after The Wire, huh?
Yep.
This is pod racing.
Whoa. That was a band sound. That was a band sound.
What was that from? I've never seen that movie or heard of it.
I don't know what that is. Never in my life.
See, we did a thing.
Racy, never heard of it.
We did a thing with Deadly Dill when he was on, where we either canonized or banned a Star Wars film, and that
it carries over.
That thing, yeah, we're no longer allowed to talk about that episode of Star Wars. It doesn't exist on this podcast.
It's called Pog Racing. It's
Oh,
a new
okay.
thing.
I like it.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
All right.
Ooh, I'm so smart. Hey, that's not cool.
So, all right. I have to say this. I'm legally obligated. We're about to go into Kyle's Chaos Corner. Jake and I have no control or agreement to what's about to happen. The views and opinions expressed within Kyle's Chaos Corner do not match or represent the views of Let's Play Death Ray. Anything that he's about to do, I'm sorry. This is what I live with. So, Kyle, go ahead. How are you going to torture chat and potentially AnimeDatty today?
Alrighty then. I have pen and paper this time.
Hold on, though.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have David and Jake join in on this one too. I've got a list of 20 anime characters in various animes.
Okay.
You must pick 10 to live and 10 to die.
I like it.
You guys each can pick pick whether it lives or dies, and it goes either way. You guys get tallied each differently. So you can have like David picks one to die, AnimeDatty chooses to live.
Okay.
So are we like voting then? Is like whoever gets the most votes that's like the official thing, or are we just doing like
I'm just seeing who knows more about anime and who fucks up and kills a very good character.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see if they're very good
Can I
characters or not.
Can I just be here like this the whole time? Like finish
Hashtag
him the
rude.
whole time? Yeah.
Yes. It's like kill them all.
All right. Let's start out with Gen Itara from Neo Genesis Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Yeah.
Ava. Neon Genesis Ava was what I stop at because I refuse to say the rest of the name. Sure.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
He's dead? Dead. Got it.
It's been so
Wait.
long since I've watched. I'm trying to remember which character that is.
He is the main character's dad.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh,
put-
okay, yeah.
Put what's
Kill,
his
kill,
face
kill,
through
kill.
hell.
Get him
Kill
out
him?
of here. Yeah,
No.
kill him.
Kind of help save the world in a way.
Yeah,
he
the world's
does.
fucked.
It is in that universe. It really is.
I know.
really
I've
good.
watched Evangelion.
David, live or dead?
I already said dead.
Oh, he's dead?
We
Okay.
all know his fate to begin with, so dead.
All right. Next one is Kenshi Masaki from Tenchi Mario War on Gemini. Can't say words. Gamora.
Are you sure you wanted to make this your chaos corner, Kyle?
Yeah, this is my favorite Chaos Corner just because Kyle has to try to pronounce things.
Right?
Yeah, you're really. I said, what was my word that I kind of Tsuritama? Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was. That anime, Tsuritama. Fantastic. I don't know this character. I'm gonna be straight up. Wait, what's the anime it's from?
Tenchi Mario War on Gamora.
War on Gamora. That sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell. I have to bring it up.
And who are you? Who are you saying we get to kill or live?
Kenshi Masaki.
Oh, Kenshi. Yeah. No, Kenshi lives.
Kenshi lives?
Kenshi lives. Let's do it.
I agree. Kenshi lives. We're all on the same page, Kyle.
I actually watched that anime.
Of course, it's old.
Not that old. It's actually the newest newest series.
Yeah, it's
And
the
that's
newest one, Jake. You jerk.
All right. Next one, Kikiro from Inuyasha.
Kill.
Kill.
Instantly. Kill. Get him out of here.
Well, I don't wanna. Live. The problem is it's only the third person on the list, so it's like I don't know, like if it's worth keeping. Live. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do live.
I don't like Inuyasha at all, so I'm gonna say kill.
Oh, okay. Dead.
Well, I guess it's killed. I guess they died.
Yep.
All right. Next one, Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball, specifically Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Kill.
Specifically.
Kill.
Kill.
But she's a mother,
Right?
Yeah, but
You
she's also still,
monster.
she's also still Chi-Chi though. Like Chi-Chi has.
Chi-Chi doesn't really change.
Chi-Chi doesn't really
Yeah,
change.
no, Dragon Ball Chi-Chi very different.
True.
Oh god, kill. Kill. Like I gotta see this list. We're so early in the list. There's
Alright.
really a curveball. Yeah, kill.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Prince of all Saiyans. Let's kill her.
We can't only do 10 though. So if we kill the first 10, the other 10 live. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, he's got a point. And we've killed everyone so far.
We've killed
except for one. We've
Yep.
killed everyone but one. Like
We've killed everybody
Well,
but one.
AnimeDatty's only killed 2.
I
oh,
thought
are
we
you
were going
keeping
with,
track
like,
of them
a-
separately?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
then never mind. Okay, yeah. Okay, go.
Yeah.
go.
Next one is Yoboba from Spirited Away.
Oh, hey, I know that one.
What's the grandma, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, live.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Live.
live.
Yeah. Spirited Away. If you kill anyone in Spirited Away, you're a monster.
Spirited Away. Huh?
All right. Next one, Tenshu Hayami from Blue Submarine number 6.
Bruh, that is like I have that manga. Oh no, Arpeggio of Steel. That's a different
Look,
one.
another disclaimer. I've seen all these anime.
I
All
mean, you
of
would have
them.
to.
I don't doubt it.
I willingly give up my name. Live.
Live.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, so
Same.
I'm gonna trust your judgment and also say live.
Same.
Okay, Live.
Yeah, we'll keep him alive. We'll go with Anime Daddy on this.
Probably another one you guys aren't gonna know.
Fantastic.
Oga Tatsumi from Beelzebub.
Beelzebub?
Yeah, Beelzebub.
Bruh. I know shonen and slice of life shit.
Right? Like Kyle knows all of these, and it's awful.
Welcome to the Chaos Corner.
I'm going to say live. No, die.
Die? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say live to try to save up some deaths. No fucking clue who this is, but they get to live.
Exactly. If the universe ends because of somebody that I don't know, it's fine.
So lives, David.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is Guts from Berserk.
Oh, live.
Yeah, live.
Trying to remember which character. I've actually read a couple of the.
Guts is the main character with the giant.
Oh.
He's big sword guy.
I kind of hate that dude.
Doesn't seem like you know these guys either, Kyle. You know how to pronounce their names. Yeah, man.
I guess we'll go live for now.
You gotta live with homie.
All right.
Next one is Zabuza from Naruto.
I'm sorry. Which character?
Zabuza.
Early on.
Yeah, the one of the main mist guys.
Yeah. I just
Stephen
not
J.
how.
Blum voices him.
So I watch. I'm a snooty bastard. I don't watch dubbed anime. I only watch subbed.
There's nothing snooty about that, and there's nothing bad about dubbed anime because Stephen J. Blum exists.
Look, I
Depends
don't
on the
disagree
anime.
with that,
I'd
but when
rather
I
have
tell
sub
people that I
sometimes.
prefer it as sub, they're like, "Oh, well, you're a bougie bastard," and I'm like, "How? I've watched like 5 animes. Leave me alone."
I kind of like prefer the sound sometimes matching their lip motion. That kind of irritates me sometimes.
It depends on the show for me.
Yeah,
A lot of older stuff I'll do subs because English voice acting sucked at the time, but
Agree.
now
Zabuza.
Yep.
How many do I have left of each?
Let's see. You've killed off 3 people so far.
Oh shit. Kill that bitch.
All right.
yeah. How many kills do I have left, Kyle?
You have 3 too.
Okay. And how far in the list are we?
We're at Zabuza is number 9.
Okay, yeah. We'll kill Zabuza.
I will also kill that bitch.
Okay.
Which was gonna be my answer anyways, because that dude's a prick.
Yeah, he was a lot.
All right. Next one.
I love that fight though, but
Yeah, it's a pretty good fight. I like at the end. I like him after like the fight and his like little background story.
yeah, because they do what anime does. They're like, "Hey, murder this dude." Oh wait, never mind. Here's his backstory to make you like him.
Yeah. Next one, Vash from Trigun.
Live.
That's
Kidding
Vash.
me?
Yeah, you can't kill Vash.
The world is love and peace, Kyle.
Yeah. There's another character from that anime that I would like to go back and retcon that he's still alive. Can we do that? No killing Wolfwood.
By the way, you guys have only 4 more characters you can choose to live.
Okay. Let's hope I don't screw this up.
Right?
All right. Next one, Lelouch from Code Geass. Lelouch's Rebellion.
Kill.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Was it?
I mean, I like Lelouch, but like his dying's kind of important.
Yeah.
He technically he doesn't die.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit though. He died.
Yeah. Look, you're putting Anime
I don't
Daddy
care
to
that
sleep.
I don't care
Oh,
that it's
God.
not canon.
I'm gonna say die.
Die. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I have to say die as well.
Same.
He's gotta die.
Yeah, kill that bitch.
All right. Next one. Haruko from Fulukuli.
Live.
How to go? Live.
Live.
Say it like you mean it.
This is like
No, it's just I'm worried that. Look, I like pretty much everyone in Fulikui, but if I don't want to waste a live because we're gonna get to the end of the list and it'll be people I actually give a shit about.
baby.
It's true.
All right. Next one. Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin.
I mean, if it's the end of the series, kill him. I'm fine with that. Like near the end of the series, he stops being important.
Early, like Batosai the Manslayer, though.
I mean, that shit's dope. Exactly. That's what I think. Like
Like,
the movies and early on. Like,
Which Roroni we getting, bro? I'm gonna say live.
You know what? He's like one of. He's not even one of my top characters from that show. Well, we're gonna kill him.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna also kill him just because he's great, but then he becomes a bitch.
All right. Next one. Spike from Cowboy Bebop.
How dare? How
Live.
dare?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
You've got two more.
Who, me?
No,
Oh.
David and Jake have three.
He's
I'm
got
gonna say
two more
live
to
too. Like that.
Yeah. Live.
So live.
Spike, you have to.
If Spike can live, yeah, of course Spike.
Because assumingly he's dead,
Right.
so live.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna use the Dragon Balls. Bring him back.
I'm okay with this.
Good looks. Good looks.
Uro Sensei from an assassination classroom.
I also know this one, but
Live.
That last one, everyone else dies.
Oh fuck. Okay. That's fine.
I'm gonna save one and kill this bastard. But I love him. I would just like to say he's dying for the future.
Damn.
He,
I fucked
he
up.
technically does,
The
actually.
next three are probably like
I'll-
kids.
Right.
I'll kill him.
All right.
I made a terrible mistake.
Lucy from Elfin Lied.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Well, she's already dead for you, buddy.
I'll kill.
Okay, dead.
Same.
Alucard from Helsing.
Well, I mean, since he's undead,
No.
Hear me out.
AnimeDatty has already killed him off.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a difficult feat. You should be proud.
yeah, I gotta go with Liv.
You got it?
I gotta.
I'm also
That's
making.
it for everybody. So
Oh,
the
even
last
me?
three
Oh,
guys-
shit.
Yeah.
Who are the last three? Who did we fuck up and kill?
Aang from Avatar is dead.
Monster.
Oh, the popular
Yeah,
ones
I'm
at
fine
the
with
end.
that. Yeah.
Simon from Guru Lagan is dead.
Don't care.
Fine with that.
To be honest, you killed him off, AnimeDatty. I'm sorry.
Bitch, I didn't do it. You did it.
That's right. That's right. Own your mistakes, Kyle.
To be honest, the last one I'm grateful is dead. Tetsu Shima from Akiro.
Oh, Tetsuo.
Yep.
Tetsuo.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he's dead. Just saying.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know
a
that
bitch.
one, so sure.
Yeah, you
He's
Akira? You don't like
Akira.
Oh, he just said the name wrong. Tetsuo.
yeah, I said
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Tetsuo is he's the one that transforms,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the one who turns into the giant blob monster. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Akira, but yeah, Tetsuo's a dick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, just to keep this entertaining, I will allow one retcon.
Oh,
But you have to kill someone you said to live.
Oof. I really want it to be Simone. Who was one of the ones in the beginning, like one of the very beginning that I said to
Kenshi Masuki, you would call live. Kikuro,
yeah, whoever the fuck that one was, yeah, kill them and then bring Simone back.
All right.
Didn't I say live on the Inuyasha one? Name I can't remember.
No, you called dead.
Okay, that's fair. Fuck. All right, yeah. Kill Tenchi. Bring back Aang.
I appreciate that.
Well, no. You know what? I'm fine with all my answers. I'm good.
I'll live with the decisions I've made. There's no.
I love
back.
it. I love it. Oh my god.
Shit. Yo, hey, how come everybody likes SteelSeries headsets except me?
That's an excellent question. I haven't tried them yet. I'm actually a HyperX guy. Like, I've liked all of them that I've tried from them, but I've never gotten the hype around SteelSeries.
Sorry, I derailed that. That was
I
checked Twitter real quick because I have a problem, and there was like 80 things. I was like, SteelSeries is the best wireless headset. I'm just like, I'm wearing Panasonic heads.
Who did you want to live again, David?
What? Aang?
Yeah, you want Aang to live? Okay.
Yeah, but see, Aang dying gives us Korra, and Korra's better anyway, so Aang can die.
Shut up, Jake. Anyways,
Wasn't that fun?
That was the least chaotic you've been, and it frightens me. But anyways,
once in a while.
Yeah, don't make Kyle pull up the definition of chaos again, David.
Oh. Anyways, thank you so much for coming on, man. It has been a ton of fun. I absolutely love it. And anytime you want to hang out and talk, this was great.
Dude, thank you for having me. I'm sorry if I was towards the end. It's almost bedtime for me, so I'm like low energy.
No, you're good, dude. You're fine. You're fine. I love it, and I get it.
I had a blast. Thank you guys for letting me go off on Japan and all things that I like, and et cetera, and being a goofball. And I appreciate it. I like coming on to other people's podcasts. It's a nice change of pace. I don't have to worry about OBS running and shit and looking at chat. I mean, I guess I could have looked at chat. I like my SteelSeries. RNG, you're wrong.
That's right. Get out.
All right, I love you, dude.
Follow me on Twitter
this weekend. Anyway, self promo.
Well, actually, this is the part where I ask you to self promo and plug anything you're working on and where they can find you. So,
yo, what's up? Doing that Follow LP Death Ray at twitter.com. Nah, you guys know what it is. AnimeDatty on everything. AnimeDatty.com. 2 T's. Put some respect on those T's. Follow me on Twitter, please. I am live usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays are our main shows. I'm gonna be live every day this week though, 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out. It's chill time. We talk about streaming. I love streaming. My life's going to be interesting in the next couple months, so stick around. Streamathon, first week of August. I will be doing some wild and crazy things that involve hot tubs, showing my head. Ooh, tomorrow I'm wearing TikTok leggings, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm showing off my ass because that's what it's come to. But yeah, she's been a blast.
Sexy legs.
Fuck on my I'll bring back the 69 on my name. Yeah. That's one of the stream goals.
Nice.
It used to be AnimeDatty 69 because I'm hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks you guys for letting me come on and express who I am. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we appreciate it. Chat, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Guys, if you want to stay up to date with the show and know who's coming on when, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Also, you can join in on the Discord. It's where we post up who all's coming on, and if you want to join in, link up with us in the DMs. We'd love to have other streamers on, big, small, doesn't matter. We love to talk to people and get to know you. So thank you so much, and thank you, AnimeDatty. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, Click the bell so you don't miss any of our future conversations. We have a bunch of things lined up for July with some awesome streamers. You guys do not want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, follow us on Twitter if you want to see live updates for the show, and you can catch the show live, twitch.tv/LPDeathRay, Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a wonderful day.